Greetings and welcome to Shoreland. My name is Dan Nomenson. I am a professional Christian counselor with Christian Family Solutions. Christian Family Solutions partners with Shoreland to bring professional counseling services to families and students. And I'm here today just to talk a little bit about our organization and how that partnership happens. At Christian Family Solutions, we have been around an awfully long time, since 1965, and we've been providing a variety of counseling services for individuals and families in communities where our clinics are located and schools around the country. We have a number of services, including our Member Assistance Program, and that's a program where we partner with schools, congregations, other religious organizations around the world and provide services through that organization. We also provide outpatient counseling services at various clinics. I'll show you a map in a moment here. We provide a higher level of care called intensive outpatient programs in a number of our office locations, as well as day treatment programs as well. Now, you may be wondering, how have our services been impacted during COVID? Well, they're all available through telehealth or through a secure video connection. We've actually been providing our services through video since 2008, so we've been doing this for 12 years and we know how to do it well. Connecting by video is easy, it is secure, people can meet from the convenience of their own home or at school. You can use any device that's got a camera, and it is effective. It is just as effective as in-person counseling, which is what we would prefer, of course. In fact, we'd prefer a lot of things to be back in person right now, but we are using telehealth and that video capability wisely and very effectively. We do have a number of clinics around the country. We have 50 clinics, in fact, around the country in 6 states. In a number of grade schools, high schools, even college campus locations, as well as some community clinics in areas. Specifically regarding our high school services, we do provide, in addition to regular counseling and at your request and permission, we also provide screening. And the screening is an excellent tool to help identify potential challenge areas and also great strengths that students have developed. And we want to make sure that students are screened and really provide that access to help right away as they're a freshman incoming student. With that screening, it does require parental consent. There is a consent form that you'll receive from your dean of students, who is Jeff Dorn. And if you are interested in that screening service, let us know. It is a professional mental health screening. It consists of an online portion that students will complete. It's a quick online screening that is about 22, 23 questions. The counselor will then meet with the student either on site at Shoreland, or again, it could be by video, kind of depending on COVID. They will meet with that counselor for about 20 minutes to review the results of that online screening. Parents then get immediate feedback, and we will give recommendations. So that screening is available this fall. If you are interested, please contact Jeff Dorn, sign that informed consent form, and we'll schedule your student to have that screening. It is available at no cost. There is no cost for that service. Please consider taking advantage of that. Number of issues that we addressed last school year in all of our schools. Of course, none of these issues would be any surprise to you, except maybe the top one, the impact of COVID-19. And it has had a dramatic impact in a number of different ways. That social contact, that social outlet, I don't think we actually recognize the importance of friendships and how that changed during COVID. But we are seeing that social isolation and those difficulties that are resulting from that. But any of these challenge areas are areas that we can assist with for your student. I want to recommend just being aware that one of the things that we have seen an increase in is self-harm. That could be self-harm, it could be suicidal thinking, attempts, and these are just some statistics regarding that. Troublesome, that suicide is still the 3rd leading cause of death for students aged 10 to 24. It is preventable, and we want to encourage you to watch for warning signs and make sure that you are accessing our services and getting help for your son or daughter if needed. Another troublesome statistic that we want you to be aware of: the Centers for Disease Control indicates that 79% of children with mental health disorders are not receiving treatment. That's why we are there, providing that service right away. Students can meet by video from the comfort of their own home or from school. We are here, we are able to help. And that service, that counseling service, is available for the first 5 sessions at no cost. Warning signs, things for you to be aware of. Again, parents, you are the people who can kind of tell when something is not quite right. You have that intuition, you have that initial sense that there may be a problem. It does not hurt to talk to Jeff Dorn and just let's check on things. Let me run something by you. Let Jeff kind of determine if that is something that he can provide services through the teachers, through other services of the school, or through Christian Family Solutions. But here are some warning signs. Again, changes in school performance, mood changes, there's some sleep, eating problems. You can take a look at those. There are some additional ones listed there as well. Also want to be aware of resiliency. Going through COVID-19, we have really found that we need to rely on those ways of coping with difficulties, and we can foster them. And here are some resiliency factors that are quite common, but we need to be aware of them, and we need to make sure we're using them, utilizing them to the best of our ability. Spiritual growth, our identity in Christ, the change in behavior comes from a change of heart. We want to make sure that people are connected to the Word. Good sleep, proper nutrition, exercise, we've all heard of those things. They are important. We want to make sure that we're making good use of those areas. Social network, again, I mentioned before how important that social network really truly is for teenagers and those friendships that they've developed. Our thoughts and recognizing all resources of help when in need. Speaking of help, how do we get it? Contact Mr. Dorn for help. He is the dean at Shoreland. He will make a referral to us, and we will make sure that your student gets in. We'll have that student complete a quick online intake. Parents, you'll be contacted. We usually set up an initial appointment with parent to make sure we get some background information, make sure you feel comfortable with the counseling service. Again, as I mentioned, students receive 5 hours or sessions at no cost through our organization. We will cover that for you and make sure your student gets that help. If you have any questions about us, about our services, visit our website, christianfamilysolutions.org. Email address, phone numbers are there as well. Thank you very much for choosing Shoreland, and we are looking forward to working with students there this year. You've made a great choice. The faculty and staff at Shoreland are outstanding resources. They have handled this COVID-19 very well, and I'm confident that they will continue to do so to keep everyone safe. Blessings on your new adventure here into high school, and make sure you reach out to us for questions if needed.